Hello, and thank you for joining me today. We're just to the west of the village of Helhoughton. We're going to be looking at the Granary. It is a stunning property, but what's even more stunning is the beautiful equestrian facilities that come with it. The Granary sits in what is almost a hamlet, surrounded on all sides by farmland. It encompasses the house itself and then 5 acres of post and rail paddocks. 2.5 the front, 2.5 the rear, so you can always see where your horses are. But more on those facilities in a little while. We're now going to go and have a proper look inside the Granary. Now this is the front door, however, it's a farmhouse, so we're going to go in the proper door, round the back. So walking in from the covered porchway, you're straight into here, the farmhouse kitchen, and it's such a practical room. You've got this lovely U-shaped unit centred on a 4-oven Aga. You've got this oak breakfast bar overlooking the dining table, so it's a really sociable room for when you're prepping the food. You can chat to your guests at the table, but there's tons of space in here, and there's a utility room. Although it's a farmhouse kitchen, it's also really contemporary. You've got those lovely Art Deco tile splashback, you've got the granite work surface, the shaker units, but then you've also got that butler sink. What I really love about how downstairs works is the kitchen can be completely separate, but pull the bifold doors back and it's a free-flowing living space, so really sociable. And so from the farmhouse kitchen, you're through into here, the family room, the centre of the Granary. What I particularly love about this room is these beautiful old oak beams showing the real age of this property. I also love the shutters. Pull those closed in the winter, it's a really snug room, but pull them back, open the doors out onto the garden, and it's light and airy and a great room for the summertime. And then finally at the far end we have this, the downstairs bedroom. Currently a study, but with that large ensuite shower room, it's a great guest room for those who don't want the stairs. So speaking of stairs, let's go and have a look at the first floor. So as we come up to the top of the stairs, we're into this, the drawing room, and it's a really lovely room. We've got this pitch ceiling, all this exposed oak, this beautiful old wall here. It's a really relaxing and gentle room. We're going to talk about the cottages that adjoin the Granary in a little while, but I just want to point out that this is where, if you wanted to knock through, the obvious place would be to enlarge the Granary. Also leading off the upstairs drawing room, you have this, a roof terrace, and from up here you really get to appreciate the fantastic views and just how private you are here. So in addition to the drawing room, upstairs we have 2 double bedrooms that share the family bathroom, and at the far end we have the principal bedroom suite. The principal bedroom, triple aspect, so you can look out over those paddocks. It's got a wall of fitted wardrobes, it's got that lovely pitch ceiling with those exposed beams, and then a great ensuite shower room. The other 2 bedrooms are both good double rooms. One has those lovely exposed floorboards, the other is carpeted, and both with a beautiful pitch ceiling and exposed timbers. The family bathroom is incredibly sumptuous. There's a beautiful standalone roll-top bath and then this large separate shower cubicle. Adjoining the Granary at the other end is the essential home office, and it's a decent sized room and there's great internet connection here. So attached to and alongside the Granary you have these 2 beautiful farm cottages which have been completely refurbished inside. One is on a long let, one is an Airbnb. Should you require more internal space, knock through as I indicated earlier. So now we're going to look in some detail at what equestrian facilities come with the Granary. First of all, we've got this plastic resin new stable comprising 4 stable stools plus an additional stool for tack or feed. Believe it or not, there's also a drying tack room. Of course, also included in what you get here is a Claydon horse exercise, the Rolls Royce of horse exercise machines. In addition to the horse exerciser, there's also this, a lunge arena, which is great for turning out during the winter. And then situated in the southwestern corner is this 22 by 44 sand menage, brilliantly drained and just perfect. Of course, the facilities at the Granary are amazing for anyone with an equestrian interest. So whether you're a professional rider or you just enjoy a quick trot out in a hack, it is absolutely an idyllic property for you. Of course, it's not completely about horses here. And as a homage to Tom and Barbara and the Good Life, there's also these lovely gardens. There's an orchard with apples, with pears, with walnuts, with figs. There's everything here for the good life. In addition, and continuing that theme, there's also plenty of space for the goats and the chickens. As beautiful and rewarding as horses are, we also know that they can be hard work. So where better to finish the day with your gin and tonic whether out here at the table or bubbling away in the hot tub. Either's perfect. Well, that was the Granary, and I'm sure you will agree it is a stunning property, sitting in its splendid isolation. If you'd like to come and have a proper look round, it'll take you a little while, then call the number on your screen now, and we'd be delighted to show you around. See you soon, I hope.